Advocacy is inherent in all of our jobs, all of us that come to work here at Horizons for Homeless Children, but it's also a part of everyone's duty in the community. The policy and advocacy team works here to ensure that the voices and the experiences of the families that are going through our programming and that are interacting with us are really heard on the legislative and community levels.
One of the things I've learned since becoming a rep in my city of Attleboro is that we have a bigger homeless problem than a lot of people thought, certainly bigger than I thought going in as a rep.
It's really important that people in decision-making positions, policymakers, elected officials, administrators, really know the truth of how hard it is to be under-resourced, how hard it is to live in poverty. Horizons provides an opportunity to both connect, I think, legislators with the experiences of so many of the families that they are working with, and also provides the opportunity for legislators to feel empowered in working on legislation that will hopefully make life a little bit easier and a little less complicated.
What we see in our own programs when we bring a legislator in to see a play space in a shelter or to see an early education classroom is that it looks like childhood, because we create the environment in which children get to play and get to be children. But what's really important to remind legislators is of the fact that we can't touch everyone, and that this is an experience that is episodic and that will continue to grow without the right structural and intentional changes put in place. We've done a good deal of work to ensure that children are at the center of the conversation around thinking about homelessness and families' experiences when they have housing instability, but there's a lot to do. We really want to make sure that we're connecting the work done between sectors, between the health, the workforce development, the education, the housing, then the early education and care programs. We want to ensure that there's a real cross-section of knowledge about how to support children and a real understanding of how we can best advocate in certain circumstances for families as issues arise.
What people need to do is really stress to the legislators and to not just legislators but city officials, federal officials, is the importance of understanding that this can happen to anybody. It can happen to your family, it can happen to your friends. In my case, it has happened to my friends.
Whether it's more money in the budget or we need to create policies that make it easier for people to work and to access child care, it's their story. So for me, bringing people into the State House or listening to people who come to the State House and hoping that they're talking to a lot of legislators about their stories. Most people run for office because they truly love their community and they love people.